Number 6 says, given that the probability of A or B is 1/2, the probability of A is 1/7, and the probability of A and B is 1/9, what is the probability of B? So let's go back to our equation. The probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B equals the probability of A or B. Let's go ahead and fill in some numbers here. The probability of A is 1/7 plus the probability of B, we don't know, minus the probability of A and B is 1/9, and that should equal the probability of A or B, which is 1/2. Now when we do our math, you've got 1/7 minus 1/9, which is 2/63. So you've got 2/63 plus B equals 1/2. We're going to subtract 2/63 from both sides. And you end up with B equals 1/2 minus 2/63, and B equals 59 out of 126, which is approximately 0.48. Number 7, the two-way table shown below shows the number of different types of automobiles produced by major manufacturers. We have GM, Ford, Chrysler, and Toyota, and cars, trucks, and vans. So before we go through and answer any of these questions, let's go ahead and fill in all of our totals. So the first question says, what is the probability that a randomly selected vehicle is a car or a GM? So we've got to look at the cars. So the probability that we have a car, there's 68 out of 215 total. Or a GM. Or means add. And then we have the GMs, which are down this column right here. And that is 54 out of 215. Well, the next thing we need to take care of is we need to subtract. We need to take away the cars that were GMs because we already added them in the row that was in the cars. We have the column that's the GMs, so we need to take away that 18 out of 215. And so 68 plus 54 minus 18 is 104 out of 215, which is roughly 0.48. The next thing we want to look at is, it says, what is the probability that a randomly selected vehicle is a Toyota given that the vehicle is a van? So we want to know the probability that it's going to be a Toyota given that it is a van. So we look at the total number of vans we have, which is 84, and then the Toyotas are 17. So you have 17 out of 84, which is 20%, 0.20. This next question is a little bit tricky. It says, are the events, the vehicle is a truck, and the vehicle is a Chrysler, independent? So we want the probability of A and B, and we want to know if they are independent. Well, if it's a truck and a Chrysler, then it's going to end up being 15 out of 215. Right? That's what it should be. So now let's look at them separately. So what's the probability that the vehicle is a truck? That's going to be 53 out of 215. And means multiply. The vehicle is a Chrysler, which is 52 out of 215. Well, we don't even need to do this math because 215 times 215 is not 215, right? When you multiply fractions, it's numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. And 53 times 52 is not 15. So they are not independent because separately they did not equal what it should have, the 15 out of 215.